Hey YouTube, I'm going to show you how to make curb wax. Before I start this video, I already started cutting up some candle wax and crayons, and then this is going to be in the microwave, so make sure you use a mug or something that won't melt, like this. And you can use tea lights if it's easier, or a big candle like this. If you really use Yankee Candle, that's really good. Just gonna add a few more crayons. So hold up, the camera won't stop, and then it won't pause and come back, or else it'll just stop the whole video. So just gonna have to wait, deal with it while I'm learning. I should break that up a little more. Try to break up the crayons and the wax as much as you can, because I was making a whole bunch of batches today, and there was a big chunk left, and it was big enough to fit in, but it was big and small at the same time to fit in the cup. But I put it on 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then I put it on 3 minutes, and it still wasn't fully melted. And you can't have these in there for too long, or else it'll just crack open, and that'll be a great mess and explosion. And if you're gonna make batch after batch, wait in between. It's okay if it's taking a little bit while to cut up the candle, or peel your crayons or something. And the candles are mandatory when crayons are. So it's okay, because it's probably you're gonna be your second batch, and it's gonna be so hot, and it's just gonna burn, and it'll get too hot to put in there, and it'll just crack open. So just wait a few seconds, or if it's really, really hot, just put it in the freezer for a second, let it cool down, even if there is wax in there and you need to reheat it again. Alright, so as you can see, I am done. That's good enough. So what we are gonna do now is we're gonna take 1 second. Some canola oil, or olive oil or something, and if you're a big time grinder, or you're not at all a big time grinder or something, and you really just want to get off there really quick, and you're on it really oily, put a lot in. But if you're not a big time grinder, just don't put a lot, because it will take, the more oil you put, the longer it will take to freeze whatever you're doing. I like to put a lot, because I like to 50-50 a lot, and I like to just go through it and then ollie off. So I'm just gonna use the rest of this, buy some more tomorrow with all the money I make. And I'm just gonna stir that up a bit. You don't have to stir it up, I just wanna, just for purposes. So but before you do anything, you wanna get paper towel ready, so that way when you take it out, this will be hot, and it will burn you. It will burn your skin right off if it's in there for 3 minutes. So I'll show you when I get it out. So if you're gonna make this much and not a lot, it'd probably take about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm gonna show you some of the other ones I made while this is getting ready. This is like the newest one I made. It's cool to add multicolored crayons because some people say it'll take 3 hours to layer it, which it doesn't if you just use like throw in a ton of crayons right there. And then I use the same two molds. This is what I use. Like I'll use like this or like this. And let me show you a few more. Yeah. So like these two, these are really, I mean I can tell like these are just gonna, they're like, it's kind of hard to keep these in my hand. So like, it's kind of hard to keep these in my hand right now. So these are gonna be really good. This is one I just was eager to get it done, so I just kept on like pressing it down, and then I just tried to put this in the freezer, and it kind of cracked open, so stuff like it fell everywhere. And see these like corner edges, like this, like that are over there. If you're planning on making a few batches, just like snap it off and put it in the mold again, because it'll just melt. This one I am not selling. It is a good one. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell one of the other ones either. I might sell this one and not one of the other ones. This I am selling. It's thick and good. Okay, this is done. So this is when you take out your, this is when you need your, one sec. Wow. Alright. So, this is when you need this to get it out. So, 1 second. See, now what you need to do is like something like I do. I can't really see it well, or else I'll spill it all over my mom's laptop. But basically, you just need to like, sometimes you can see it, or sometimes you just like take a spoon and who cares if it gets waxy, you can just get it up under warm water, like something like this. You can, if you can't directly see it, which you could, I bet, like if you see a ton of that, it's you should probably put in for another minute or 30 seconds depending on how much is left there. But if there's like a few, if there's just like just a little, just stir it around since it's still a little bit hot. But I'm gonna put this in for like another 30 seconds. I'm gonna show you some good wax to buy. That's cheap good wax. In case you don't like to make your own a lot. Sorry about my microwave being really loud. The only time you should really keep your wax in your freezer, which it's stupid me doing right now, is when you're just trying to cool it off. So I'm actually gonna move all that in there after I show you this. This, look at how thick that is. That's gonna last me a long time right there. And it was only $4. there we go. I'll just stir it around a bit. This whole video, I'm thinking, please don't get any wax on my mom's laptop. I would die. It's not really mandatory to do this, but when I put it in the mold, which I'm going to decide right now, which is going to be this one, since there's a lot in there. So this is what I like to do. Oh gosh, it might be a little just too much. So I do this. I'll put a finger in, and I'll let it dry my finger. I don't know why I do that. It's just fun. So remember, rate, comment, subscribe, and if there's any complaints, put it in the comment box below.